Welcome to Astana Times Now. I'm your host, Dmitry Lee. In this broadcast, we will take a look at the rhetoric between Kazakh and Kyrgyz officials, the history and anniversary of the Conference on Interaction and Confidence-Building Measures and its brief history, and Mangistau's tourism potential, among other stories. Let's get started. Kazakh Prime Minister Bakijan Sagintayev recently responded to criticism over the Kazakh government by Kyrgyz President Almazbek Atambayev. On October the 7th, Atambayev said that while the GDP in Kazakhstan is 10 times higher than in Kyrgyzstan, the pensions are only 1.5 times higher. Atambayev's comments are believed to be retaliation for the Kazakh president meeting with the then Kyrgyz presidential candidate Omurbek Babanov.
In the Kazakh Prime Minister's response, Sagintayev said Atambayev's assertion was based on, quote, manipulation of figures that have no ground for any reason, end of quote. Sagintayev also praised the leadership of Kazakh President Nursultan Nazarbayev, while noting the Kyrgyz Republic and Kazakhstan have always had positive relations. Kazakhstan's success is indisputable and recognized by the international community. All this has been achieved thanks to the course and political leadership of our head of state, President of Kazakhstan Nursultan Nazarbayev. Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan are brotherly states. These aren't just words. For example, all Kyrgyz transport and trade routes, including via air, rail and roads, run through Kazakhstan, but we have never applied restrictive measures. Furthermore, all these years our country has been helping the Kyrgyz people, addressing the requests of the Kyrgyz leadership with understanding.
25 years after Kazakh President Nursultan Nazarbayev proposed establishing the Conference on Interaction and Confidence-Building Measures in Asia during the 47th session of the UN General Assembly, the National Academic Library of Kazakhstan launched an exhibition detailing the first stages of that organization's development. The exhibition includes books, photographs, and documents from the first president's archive.
SICA has 26 member states, 9 observers, and a number of international organizations. Among the organization's objectives are military political interaction, energy security, new challenges and threats, cooperation in the environmental sphere, exchange of experience in the development of agriculture, tourism, and information technologies. Kazakh Foreign Minister Kairat Abdurkhmanov recently praised the organization's quarter-century of work, calling it a great achievement for the nation. We are very pleased to say that this initiative was successfully implemented. This is a great achievement not only for our diplomacy, but for our entire nation. Kazakhstan, as you know, is a non-permanent member of the UN Security Council for 2017-2018. We're also making efforts to make the SICA stronger on this highest platform.
Kazakh government efforts to transition the country to Latin alphabet have been among the nation's most debated topics this year. Several draft variations of the alphabet have been proposed by linguists. However, each has drawn severe criticism on social media.
A national committee has been set up to facilitate the transition, and Kazakh Minister of Education and Science, Erlan Sagadiyev, recently tried to assure the public that the transition would be gradual and involve public input. When everyone comes to a common opinion, our ministry will continue to work on this issue. First of all, let us prepare the teachers, and when we have enough teaching staff, we will begin to introduce the Latin alphabet into the educational system. Personally, I like this option.
Tourism in Kazakhstan's Mangistau region, which sits along the shore of the Caspian Sea and offers scenic landscapes and deserts, has increased more than 20% in 2017 after the Kazakh government allocated funds for the construction of tourism infrastructure. Those funds were used to build hotels, restaurants, and entertainment complexes.
Tourism officials believe the Mangistau region can become an international destination because of its combination of marine, ethnographic, eco and cultural attractions. It also features sacred and historical sites such as the Beketata, Sholpanata and Shakpakata, Ustyurt Plateau, Kyrgyz Pit, Sharov Valley, and the impregnable Sherkala Fortress. The area also includes the ancient Kızılkala city, considered one of the Great Silk Road cities. The number of tourists is increasing. Last year, the number of tourists reached 10%, while in the first half of 2017, the number of visitors increased to 21%. These visitors came as tourists. Regarding the domestic tourism, The number of visitors has grown from 21% to 37%. The Caspian Sea attracts a lot of people.
Festivals promoting Kazakh culture and traditions were held recently in London and Astrakhan, Russia. The London Festival opened with a performance of the play Zhazhureg Braveheart by the Kazakh State Academic Drama Theatre.
The London Festival was held at London Theatre and attracted diplomats, business people, academics, members of Kazakh British society, the Kazakh diaspora, and the media. That play was absolutely wonderful. It was a great exposition of great acting, because there is a great tradition of acting in the United Kingdom, and that really was up with some of the great performances in our country.
The festival in Astrakhan, a Russian town close to the Kazakh border on the Caspian Sea, gathered approximately 10,000 people. The event featured horse and camel races and an ethnic village where Russians had the chance to delve into the culture and traditions of the nomadic people.
The festival drew musicians from around the Astrakhan region who performed Kazakh, Russian, and Kalmyk music. The concert's special guest was People's Artist of Kazakhstan, Rosa Rymbayeva. The festival is very meaningful. It is not just horse racing and a festive event, but cultural exchange. Representatives of other nationalities can see the Kazakh national clothing, Kazakh culture and traditions, see how barsaks and beshbarmak are cooked, and so on.
Thank you for watching Astana Times Now. Stay tuned and we'll see you next week with the latest in Kazakh news.